enhancing the quality of education in public schools is our prime objective. For quality education, we must go for effective and continuous professional development of our teachers. And for this, we need to apply workable classroom observation tools. In order to fulfill the ambitions of the Honourable Minister for School Education, QAED Punjab has developed new classroom observation tool. This tool will be used by the most committed force of assistant education officers while they will be conducting visits to schools for the mentoring of primary school teachers. The new classroom observation tool has three main parts. Part 1 is related to pre-observation noting and recording. The second part relates to the classroom observation. And the third part is post-observation discussion. The further components of pre-observation activities are shown here. Part 2 is the most important component of this tool. It is built upon the best practices which a teacher should adopt in classroom teaching. The best practices have been classified in 5 major strands. These are lesson facilitation, checks for understanding, feedback, critical thinking, and classroom culture. There are 4 teaching practices under the first strand of lesson facilitation. The observer will mark the score from 1 to 5, in which 5 means the best. There are 3 teaching practices in the strand of checks for understanding. The feedback strand carries 1 teaching practice. Critical thinking has 2 and classroom culture has 1 teaching practice. The observer will also record the actual time on learning. That means how much time the teacher gives to students for individual and group activities. In the post-observation discussion, the observer will mention the teaching practices in which the teacher gained less score and will also mention how the observer mentored the teacher for doing good. The new classroom observation tool will be implemented through an app on the mobiles of assistant education officers. It can be seen here how the 3 parts of tool, their strands and teaching practice indicators have been entrenched in this COT app. In order to facilitate informed decision-making at the provincial and district levels, the classroom observation data collected by assistant education officers will automatically be uploaded in Classroom Observation Dashboard. The synchronized figures of classroom observation throughout the province in the month of February this year can be seen here. If we go through the figures of the month of February, we can see about 2,700 teachers scored 1 in the teaching practice of making connections in classroom. About 24,000 teachers scored 3 in the same practice and more than 9,700 got the highest score, 5. This is the team of QAED Assam Academy for Educational Development that works to make the ambitions of the Honourable Minister a reality.